Greetings and welcome everyone to an all-you-can-geek Gamecast. I'm one of your hosts, Jim Gass, joined by Mike Sneedy,
What's up?
Corey Feinside,
Ahoy.
and Tony Korkanakis.
Hey, hey, hey.
Welcome guys, welcome listeners, welcome viewers. We're live right now on Twitch. We start Tuesday nights at 8. We just finished 8 Eastern. We just finished the movie cast. Check it out if you didn't see it. All the stuff's over on YouTube too. So if you can't join us live, which we'd love to hear from you if you can. But if you can't join these live broadcasts, everything's over there. So be sure to subscribe. Gaming-wise, guys, Gamecast. What have we been up to? Now, Tony, kick us off actually, because I'm sure there's some crazy game you guys got to play this weekend that I want to hear about. There's always like that multiplayer game.
Yeah, I mean, Boomerang Fu was pretty much the star. I think the one they were playing for like 3 hours straight, I feel like.
It's still the game.
It's still the game. But got people hooked on, there's a new demo out for a game coming out this week from Nintendo called Rhythm Heaven, where it's like a rhythm music game, but instead of like dancing or whatever like that, it's about, it's just like mini game stuff, like WarioWare style, because it's the same devs. Anyway, there was a demo of that, and I just showed a couple of our friends that are really into music games that I know, and they all loved it. And just because the game is so absurd in what you have to do, just wacky off the wall shit, everybody else is like, oh, that's interesting, this is fun to watch, and then they tried it and stuff, so that was really cool. And then some beat-ons and stuff, but I did show people that mini game not mini game, but NES style game collection called UFO 50 that I got last year, I believe, on Switch, or just has a bunch of 50 little like NES style games. And people were just trying that, and we found some just weird ass fucking games. One with one of the most horrendous control schemes I've ever seen in my life, where depending on if you want to move left or you want to move right, the controls are completely different. Where it's like, use the D-pad if you want to move left. Use the right, like 4 face buttons if you want to move right, and if you want to like jump or do a stomp or anything like that, you have to use the opposite thing, like opposite whatever you're not holding and stuff like that. So as soon as you like turn directions, you like the controls are kind of reversed again. You're like, wait, I didn't mean to do that. So it just adds to the challenge of the 2D platforming. So Kevin and I played that for like probably an hour, and then we challenged Ian and G off, and they played it for about an hour too. Just people were just having fun, just watching us die like over and over and over again. So that was pretty fun. But yeah, the star of the show was actually Star Fox. Your brother specifically watched me play Star Fox for like an hour at least. I don't know if you mentioned I died to this one boss so many times. I was getting pissed. I was like,
me too.
Oh yeah,
which boss? Yeah, I went. What was it? It was It was actually the last, not the last section.
Second to last section.
Yes. Yeah. Yep,
with the one boss that has like the 3 tentacle whips. Yeah. That dude fucked me up so many times.
I know. I was actually getting old school frustrated, like my old self. Like I was like controller, like that kind of frustrated.
Yeah.
I was actually shocked how difficult it was, because I've played this game so many times, and I'm like, why am I having troubles with this game? I should be able to cruise this thing.
Yeah, that's what I thought too. But the game holds. I swear to God, the 60 FPS actually makes the game harder, because
it might actually. It's quicker to aim.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it's quicker to aim. There's no lag from it.
Yeah, the aim is a bit more sensitive too. But
so so he watched you play that.
Yeah, watched me play that. Then Eric played it, and other people were trying that. So most anybody that walked by was like, "Whoa, is this a new Star Fox?" I was like, "Yes, but also no. It's a remake."
It's always the same.
Yeah, exactly.
It makes me want a new Star Fox more. Like I just I'm ready. Yeah. I'm ready for one.
Well, 100%. I really do think. I hope that this, because of this one, directly leads to a sequel, because the studio that's doing it is like pretty new to the, like, I think this is their first big project from Nintendo. So just like how it goes with Metroid and stuff like that, it's one of those things where hey, we give you a softball remake where you have the blueprints, just update it, make it good, make it the same, make people like it, and if that goes well enough, we'll give you an original product to work on, right? So that's the hope.
Yeah, I mean, they did a great job graphically. I mean, like you said, it looks great. Like, I would still say the characters in the cutscenes are still a little jarring for them.
In the cutscenes, yeah, but I think for the most part during the gameplay, where it's just their head talking, like that's fine.
Yeah, that's fine. Yep. But yeah, I do feel like I don't mind paying it because I want them to make a sequel for this game, but I feel like it's more of a 39.99 game. I've forgotten how. I feel like it is.
Forty
I'm sorry.
dollars in
Yeah, I think
2026.
it's a 40. Yep, I still think it's a
What's a
$40
$40
game right
game
now.
to you?
This game.
Our Fox
I,
apparently.
I mean, other
yeah.
than this game.
I got a
Oh,
$40 game that I'll talk about.
Hmm.
I don't know. Like just this. Like it's not a bad game. It's
No,
not
no,
a
no. I,
$20
I,
game.
I
It's not a
get that.
thirty
I'm
dollar
just saying,
game. It's
what
just
is a
like
$40
not
game to
content
you?
wise, but it's because it's been made so many times, and it's
It's
not.
because it's 5 hours, right?
And it is like 5 hours, but it's not. I don't like mind.
And a
I don't
remake.
mind this. I don't mind length usually on a game. Remember, I've said this millions of times. It's not that, and I knew what I was getting into with this game. It's just that I've played it so many times. I already know like I don't want to go this course. I want to go this course, and I remember that still. So
So the remake
it's
exists.
yeah, it's a remake thing, and again, $50 is still okay. It's not like I bought it. I'm fine with it. I have it digitally. I own it now forever, unless they rip it away. Yeah, I mean Nintendo's pretty good about stuff. So
No,
yeah,
I get that.
I
I'm curious. What is a new $40 game
it's
that
tough. It's
has
tough for me to
come
put
out?
something else. I don't think I've said it yet. I don't know. I would call this game a $40 game. I don't know if I can put it on anything else in that bracket.
Okay.
But I would say this one feels more like it should be a 39.99 game. Just value, just more mass wise. So like I said, I'm looking for a sequel. I'm
How
supporting
much
this
was it?
game. It's 50. It was only 10. I'm only talking $10. It's just like you're not talking much. I just feel like that would be the better value
With
for
all
it.
the shit going on in the game industry, like being like, oh, this is
I
$10
know.
too
I
expensive.
know.
Hmm.
I know. I just that's for me. I
We're going to
just
talk
like I
about that
said,
a
I
little
bought it.
later.
I own
But
it. Yeah, I bought it. I own it. It's fine. But
Silk Song. That
I,
should be a $40 game.
That
yeah,
should be.
there's certain games. Yeah, but yeah. All right. Yeah. Anything else, Tony? That's it.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
That was yeah. That was it for me. Really, I played Star Fox, and that was it. I didn't play any Mina this weekend. Corey.
I played more Borderlands. The content that came out, I was talking about last week. Got to play some of
Yeah.
that. The the takedown, which is kind of like a little dungeon type thing, mission style. It was a lot of fun, and it just like spews out enemies. The mob density is ridiculous in that you're just like constantly overwhelmed by mobs. So that was pretty cool. So you need a good build, but there are some really crazy overpowered builds right now. So it it's fun to just like mow through these constant waves of mobs and stuff. So that was neat. And they also like surprised people and they released a they call it it's a circle of slaughter, I think. There was a mode that was in like previous Borderlands games, but they didn't talk about it at all. Nobody knew that was in this. And it just like when people downloaded it, they found it and like, whoa, this is here. And so that was kind of cool to see.
Like just something
But yeah.
unexpected from.
Yeah, because they didn't mention it at all as a feature
Oh,
or
okay.
something that was going to
That's
be in
cool.
the content. So that's cool. And that was like a whole mode
Cool.
in like Borderlands 1's DLC. It was like it's circle slaughter stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Cool. All right. Mike.
so aside from Crimson Desert, which whatever,
Yeah, I'm playing that a lot.
I bought for $40 a month-old game called Zero Parades or Zero Parades for Dead Spies. This is one of no less than three games that says it's the spiritual successor to Disco Elysium. This is
Mm,
the one from the same parent technical company, but a lot of the people
right.
left. Everyone got in fights. They all hate each other, and there's three. But either way, this
Hmm.
is basically a Disco Elysium like that came out last month, I think. And it's very similar. I don't know if any of you play that, but it's a isometric sort of point and click game, but there's lots of dice rolls for everything, and it's very cerebral and like almost literary. It's like a novel, almost. There's a
Hmm.
you got a narrator sort of narrating everything. You don't
Yeah.
more than animating every little thing. It tells you how you feel, what you do when you grab that, and it's funny and philosophical also like Disco Elysium. And your damage comes from your anxiety or delirium or fatigue getting too high. So which can happen just if you think about the wrong thing or someone says something mean to you. Um, so it's pretty fun. It is very very much like Disco Elysium. You're playing as a spy brought back into the fold after a while. My only issue with it so far, and I've been playing it a lot and I'm enjoying it, is there's a lot of proper nouns in it that like you don't know of. They're all new and they're just there's a lot of like political and like names and I'm just like, oof, this is hard to keep track of. But it's still fun. But yeah, I'm a little shocked by how similar it is to Disco Elysium, but that's also one of the better, point and click type games that's come out in a while. So I'm enjoying it, and I don't know how close I am to the end, but I've been playing a fair amount of it, and there's still stuff to go. So we'll see how it goes. Um, yeah, it's pretty fun, and
Cool.
that's most of it.
Right. Cool. All right, let's get into some news, guys. Well, let's kick it off with MPD. Sorry, Circana. I always say MPD. I just always do it. Let's kick it off with Circana numbers that were released. So last month had a pretty good month. Of course, there's dollar amounts really are what the big thing is. Hardware spending, May of 2026. These are these numbers. Grew 38% versus a year ago to $249 million. Nintendo Switch 2 offset a 43% drop though in PS5 spending. And a 58% dip in unit sales. So unit sales are down. Dollars are up though because of price increases. Hardware spending for the Xbox Series has grown 7% versus a year ago. Units fell though by 12%. So PlayStation 5 had the biggest drop last month or May, which I've heard has been a problem for Sony. Their PS5 sales have really gone down. That's why we're looking at a PS6.
Well, they said this is the worst May for a PlayStation since like 2000 something.
Yeah, well, you're talking about a price increase.
Yeah,
you're talking about availability, but you're also then talking about a PS6 and where that's going to be. I have no idea.
I mean, I don't even.
Nobody
think people aren't caring about PS6 yet. I mean,
I don't think anybody wants a PS6 right now.
No,
but this is why Sony wants to release one though.
What? That doesn't make sense that much.
It juices hardware spending.
You need software on your system to sell it, and they didn't in this last half year. Nothing since Ghost in like September.
You're still gonna get your cores. So when you bring out a PS6, you're gonna get your diehards that are always gonna buy it. So you're gonna have millions of sales with it right off the bat.
Sure. I mean that is the thing. You're gonna. Yeah. I mean, this happened. We see whenever they release the Pro 2, like the I don't know, whatever you want to say, top 5%. Which the hardcore enthusiasts, they'll go out and spend whatever that fucking Sony wants them to. But the greater audience just can't handle it. And I do think the PS6 is going to be a struggle for worthwhile exclusives. Like, we saw them even flinch with Miles Morales, PS5 launch, remember? Like, this is a PS5 game. It can't be done on PS4. Remember that? Yes. Remember? Corey, I think you called it. You're like, no, we're going to see those on PS4.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Not to mention, if you recall, the first year basically of PS5 you couldn't get one unless you were a scalper. Like they were unavailable to most people. So no one even moved on purpose almost at that point. I don't know what it's going to be like now, but if anything acts like some other things that are being pre-ordered right now, then it could be ugly.
I think the bigger issue is that they just won't be able to produce enough at the cost that they need to, right? Because, again, we're looking at $1,000, like minimum, especially after we saw the Steam machine prices. There's 0% chance that this is coming under $1,000.
I've seen many posts saying the cost of build is $960 right now for Sony.
Yeah, and it's going to go up again. I mean, everybody's predicting it.
By the time this comes out,
Yeah. So RAM's supposed to go up massively still. It's still going up.
Well, I mean, the three largest RAM manufacturers has a lawsuit going on.
Because the lawsuit. I'm hoping that goes through.
I'm hoping too.
It's a good thing.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah. But the thing is, I could see them not producing that much in that first year, and just being like, here it is for the ultra enthusiasts. That's it. Like, we will price it exactly like the PS3 was when it was $599. And just like, it sucks, right? But the thing is, they're stuck in between a rock and a hard place because sure you can delay a console launch by a certain degree, but at some point you need to scale manufacturing, right? When they make these deals, it's hey, X, like year 1 we need X many million units. Year 2 we need X plus Y million units.
Yeah.
Year 3 it scales, right? It's a bell curve.
Yeah. Yep.
And if they delay that, right, there's no guarantee that these component prices are going to get better. First of all, and if they delay it, those manufacturers will be like, well, fuck you. We need to produce something else now, right? Whatever that could be.
Yeah.
Xbox,
Yep.
Switch thing, Steam, whatever. Like, they have to lock in these contracts with these manufacturers. So I think they're stuck between a rock and a hard place. I think they are unfortunately just going to launch with whatever they had planned, 3 years ago when R&D started on the system, or 4 years, however long it's been.
And the other result will probably be like, if you thought this generation was worse for true exclusives, then or bad, it'll be much worse.
Dead. No, it's dead.
Like,
it's dead.
It'll like what we waited like 3 or 4 years into this gen to stop having like the sort of cross generational thing. I think it might be almost through the whole generation.
100%. I don't think we see a PS6 exclusive title until 5
comes
years
out in 2027.
I really don't. I think
2030.
30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
2030. I think that's 2030 might be. That's 3 years. That might be right.
PlayStation 6 is coming out next year, Jim.
That's what I've heard. Yeah, fall of next year.
That's what
they need these hardware sales, man. Their hardware sales are really bad.
Next year,
Yeah. I know what you're thinking. Yes. Like Tony just said, though, it's already 3 years old. The stuff they're building is done from that. You can't wait that long to release it. You can't.
A system just released at $1,300.
Yeah, they'll just do an iteration, right?
So whatever, they can wait.
Yeah. They're not going to wait. They're going to release it. They need that piece of the pie. So, all right. Gaming wise, though, it's been pretty good. It was up 3% year over year, right?
What is
video game content, physical and digital full game, DLC and subscription consumer spending across console, cloud, mobile, portable, PC, and VR platforms changed 3%. So it went from 19,911 to 20,434.
Considering the cost of everything went up like 33%, I don't know how great that is, but
that's by the millions, by the way. But yeah, I mean, so they had a good month. It was led by First Light, a great first month for First Light.
Yeah, finally good news we can talk about a little.
Debuting number 1, and it's already number 4 year to date for sales.
Yeah,
that's pretty good.
That's really good.
Yeah, Forza Horizon 6 was number 2 at debuting as well. Lego Batman at number 3, great for them. Subnautica 2 at number 4, that's another debut. So we had the top 4 games are all new for the month, which is great. Then we have Crimson Desert still made the list. Tamagotchi Life, MLB The Show, Yoshi is also a debut at number 8. Then you still get Call of Duty and Mario Kart. Always Mario Kart. It's slowly becoming the GTA.
Is this the old Mario Kart or the new one?
New one.
Mario Kart World is the new one. Yeah,
it's the Switch 2 one.
Yeah. So yeah, it's been a good year for those. I mean, good for the IO for that Bond game, which just to fold that into now. Yeah. So just to fold that into what we're dealing with now is IO announced today, unfortunately, that they're going to have to lay some people off soon because of losing funding by Microsoft, losing funding for a project. What was it called? Project
Fantasy.
Yeah, Project Fantasy. It's their original IP that they're developing. They really want the game to still come out. They're going to work on it still. They're an independent company, but Microsoft is apparently funding the game, and they have decided we're going to get into Microsoft here. Like they've decided to switch up their strategies again, but third time this year already.
They never had a strategy. They're just doing stuff.
Yeah, they're just doing stuff. But so bad for
IO. Guys, just vibing.
IO's had such a great month, and then you have to take this with like layoffs, and it's just like, and it sucks to have to say that. Like, you're gonna get it.
It's the industry, unfortunately, right now.
I mean, the thing is, IO's had the rough of it ever since Square Enix sold them, right? I feel like the history of this studio, unfortunately, is just very. There is no
it's rough.
Smooth sailing. It's literally just wave. After
they're surviving.
That's it.
They're surviving somehow, but that's it. Yeah.
And again, you look at them, they were really excited for this project. Some kind of multiplayer online RPG, fantasy RPG. So, Super unfortunate. Hopefully they can find a new investor. I doubt it, right? Because just
Yeah, where's
The
money's
problem is,
who's
like,
got money right
money's
now?
not cheap.
sounds like a
So
Yeah.
rough space to try to go into too. It's you got
Yes.
those old standbys in that space already.
Yeah. Yeah. It's tough. So we'll see. All right. Microsoft is a mess.
well, wait. Just
As
want to
we
make
just
sure
mentioned.
why we're talking about IO Interactive, right?
We
What's
said
that? Yeah,
they're laying people off because they're not.
I said that already.
No, just making sure
Yeah.
we clearly communicate why IO is having to lay off people.
Oh, because yes, so Microsoft pulled their funding due to new strategies.
Right. Okay, just making sure
Yes, that is
we
why.
communicate that.
Yeah. I've said it. Yes. Yeah. So that's why we're moving over to Microsoft now. The
Yeah.
Microsoft is just basically shutting stuff down. Asha has been cleaning house now. We're going to hear, unfortunately, in a week. I think it's about. It's. I don't think we're going to find anything tomorrow. I think it'll be like the next week. I think it's July 6th.
It's going to be
they're looking
Thursday.
at.
It's going to be Thursday.
Yeah. Oh, is it going to be this Thursday?
I mean, that's my personal speculation. I think that's when their fiscal year ends, and it's the holiday weekend, and the bad news will get drowned out by the holiday weekend. That's my personal speculation. It could be next week, but that's
Thursday.
my personal speculation.
I heard the 6th, but coming in on Bloody Monday. But so we're going to hear from them, and it's up to 5 studios could be closing from what we're understanding. The Blade Studio, Arkane, that game would be shuttered and closed. All of these companies are still trying to spin off on their own. But again, we just talked about financially, that's almost impossible to do. It's really tough. So yeah, The Verge is reporting layoffs reportedly starting on July 6th. So we'll see. But like it's closing at least 5 studios. What was the other? So we're going to look at who's on the chopping
We
block?
talked about a
It's
bunch of
Double
a couple
Fine.
weeks ago.
Yeah,
too.
it's still the same list. It's still the same list. Double Fine, a bunch of them, but it's Arkane. Yeah,
I guess the new thing is that the Blade game specifically is in real danger of being
Probably,
canceled.
probably not happening.
Yeah, Blade is just
Ninja
cursed.
Theory.
What a curse. Yeah,
Yeah,
Ninja
well,
Theory.
Something good happened for Blade this week, but it's
Yeah.
very minor in comparison.
Yeah.
Yeah, Blade. I don't even think we have this on the news, but Blade is one of the last characters in Marvel Tokon coming in August.
Yeah. Yeah, which I'm
Blade,
psyched for. But yeah.
Blade, Loki, and Deadpool, which looks pretty cool.
Nice.
For the last team.
Yeah.
There's your little hint of good news.
There's a little good news in this whole thing. So this will likely be the largest single layoff event in gaming history. That's what we're seeing as a stat.
Jesus.
Yeah, it's looking like actually when we were recording the movie cast, Business Insider came out with an article that says planning thousands of job cuts, impacting approximately 2.5% of their workforce, which would be 5,500 total. So whatever 2.5 is that. So yeah.
It doesn't really matter, but I am curious. I do wonder if this was always Asha's plan, and she thought like
100%.
lowering pass and saying
Absolutely.
Xbox capitalized was a good distraction,
We
or she
talked
literally
about
just,
this. She was coming in to sunset this stuff.
yeah, someone said that, but that doesn't mean
Listen.
it's true. I don't know if she understood what she was getting into at all, and she was thought like
I
some
think she
PR
did.
points at first.
100%. She was hired to do this exact thing. I even said that
Yes,
when
this
they
is her
announced it. I
job.
said it's going to be the new CEO that's going to come in and be like, oh yeah, I'm
think she was
listening, I'm
hired
getting
because she,
feedback, and I'm firing half of
everyone.
you. So fuck off, and
No.
people aren't going to be attached. That's why they brought an outsider. That's why they didn't promote somebody from within. That's why they kicked Sarah Bond out and Phil Spencer. They took out Phil Spencer and his right hand woman. So.
And these layoffs absolutely suck. I'm at the point where the industry will be far better if Xbox doesn't exist.
Far better if it doesn't exist.
Far better.
Yeah.
I still think Sony needs, although they don't really have it in Xbox right now, but it does need some sort of competition.
What
in
makes
the
you say that
space.
though, Jim? Like,
Why? Because what do we get from them? What are they doing except for causing? They're just causing layoffs. They do employ people. I get it, but these studios would be better off being with other companies. So like I'm not talking about closing the companies that they own. I'm talking about those companies going with companies that can actually make them get them to get a game out. Like Microsoft's gaming history is terrible recently. They don't put out games. They just cancel games. That's all they do. They don't release games. Yeah. Look at Fable, forever delayed. Look at Halo. What happened to Halo? It's gone.
Like February. Halo had Infinite.
Forever delayed.
It'll be out. They'll both be out.
You look at 26
the industry would be better having somebody else own these companies. That's 100%. All. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but that would be better.
100%. Because again, it's been 25 years, and you could argue that out of those 25 years, they had maybe 4 years of actual success with the 360. Everything else has been a shit show. Has been a disaster. And arguably, they've closed more studios than fucking EA has. EA!
Yeah.
EA! Who was the #1 worst voted company that 1 year.
On this podcast, we used to complain about them. Yeah.
The only thing I would wonder is would these studios have even been still open if they didn't buy them originally? It's the only.
That's a good point.
Question.
But I get it. I'm just talking about in general. We would have seen more games with other people owning them. Microsoft's ownership causes games to disappear. That's it.
No, I'm not saying you're wrong, Jim, because obviously we've seen it. I'm just saying you gotta get
the data. Yeah. We have all the data behind me.
With the real problem,
but there's not
the real problem. You can't own this
alternative.
It's not the Activision Blizzard merger. Yes, it is. That's a lot of money. Don't get me wrong, but they're still shit without that merger. Let's not forget how much shit they are.
They're a second place shit with that, but it's not going to completely single-handedly destroy the industry like it seems like they're doing now.
Just put their logo as a dumpster fire. Let's change it to that.
I mean, arguably, what could you say that Microsoft has brought to the industry?
That's what I'm saying.
Games in competition for Sony. There's a few games.
Have they been competition
in general
in the last 2 generations?
Not lately.
Lifetime? I mean, I would say Xbox Live was huge. Xbox Live was...
Sure.
Oh, yeah, we have to pay for online now?
No, I'm saying,
I get it.
It's huge now.
I like
things
their
have changed,
initial ideas. I'm a huge Microsoft fan like I used to be. I'm telling you, the world would be better off.
A lot of things we have now, Microsoft started.
It sounds like It's a Wonderful Life or something.
I don't think any... Yeah. I'd argue that nothing that Microsoft has done is actually an innovation.
Doesn't mean that it's not good stuff.
I think Xbox
What do you think
Live
the biggest contribution
really changed the online? I think Xbox Live, the online gaming.
Hello.
I think that Xbox Live is their big contribution.
Okay, so Halo, a company where they just bought it out for exclusivity. That's the biggest contribution.
So the communication side of things has been great with far as peer-to-peer communication. Having a hard drive in a console was kind of built in. Obviously, you could get them as expansions and stuff later, but building it in.
Live was good. They were better with backwards
360 had a lot of great things that kind of
Gamecast was a great
were
deal
tested
for a while.
there, and now have been improved on and been better, made better. But I think there was a lot of good
better
stuff
controller for a while.
Started.
I think any of those things were a natural evolution. I think we would have gotten to a hard drive in a system.
Sure,
eventually.
I don't think that. Yeah, but somebody had to do it first.
Connect.
Oh yeah, the Connect.
Okay, so have any of these things been better for the industry? We're weighing things, right? You look at all the closures, you look at all the IP are just about to die, all the people that are about to leave the industry, and I can't say that was worth the price of Halo or Xbox Live or a hard drive in the original Xbox. All that shit's bullshit, man.
I mean, we'll see afterwards what really matters, but.
I think we're seeing it now.
I'm looking forward to the behind the scenes.
I'm talking in general now.
Why do we need a behind the scenes? But we already have the history. We have 25 years.
I was looking forward to seeing it.
I am not arguing about any innovations they did with the Xbox or the 360 side of things. I'm talking about right now, them selling off their IP, their pieces.
Yeah,
is the best. As long as they can do it. I understand the layoffs. I don't want the layoffs. I don't
not selling them
off.
They're
closing
them.
They're cutting them. But they need to sell. And I understand that's what they're doing. They're cutting off their stuff so they can get somebody to buy their Xbox.
Right, but here's the thing: they're selling
name
in the worst possible time you could absolutely sell a studio.
Sure.
Because money's
Yes.
expensive. Everybody's going through tough times on a global basis.
And nobody
Like,
wants
this is the
to
worst time
invest.
for a
We just talked
studio,
about it.
right? This
Nobody
is
wants
the
to
worst
invest.
time.
Yeah,
Right,
nobody wants
exactly.
to invest.
Right? You have even the Chinese investors don't want to invest in gaming companies anymore.
They all stopped.
And the
Yeah,
only
they all stopped.
alternative is the fucking Saudis, who just bought EA.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, what are we doing? What are we doing? And I argue, all the things
I
that you guys
understand
just
that.
listed
I
were
understand
from fucking the 360 era, 20 years ago. So in the 20 years, they haven't come up with anything worthwhile that contributed to the industry.
No, since like I said, since 360, they've done nothing. Like,
Okay, so
They
okay,
broke
so
their
like
best
even
system.
so, like even if
They
I
broke
received
their
the
best
argument,
system,
okay,
remember?
20 years ago,
you asked
they
the
could-
question. I
No,
answered the
no, I get you.
question.
Right. So I'm changing it. I'm saying so in 20 years they've done nothing. Why do we need them?
Pretty much.
Why do we
like,
need them?
since TV,
Well,
like that's
because
been
we've
like their
seen
downfall.
we've seen how bad Sony's been lately when they're not really competitive. Sony gets complacent
Sony-
and they get worse.
Even-
They need to be there to keep them in check.
No, that ship has long sailed. The only time they were even in like contention with it was the 360 era. That was it.
Yeah, well, unfortunately, a lot of the things that Microsoft was trying to do early on, they were ahead of their time because we're getting all that now with digital rights and shit.
I get it. I get that point. I'm just saying. I'm not wrong. I don't think I'm wrong. Like, they're not contributing now at all.
You're not.
So,
They're actively
now-
destroying the
They don't.
industry.
It's so obvious they don't want to either. Like that's the other thing.
Yes. Those companies, I don't want them to close. I want them to either get their independence or be sold to somebody that would use them
Yeah,
properly.
again, but like
Because
my
Microsoft
my
can't
question to you,
handle it.
Jim, is like who? Like that's the problem. Like sure,
Right,
it'd
yes.
be nice, but who is gonna do that? Nobody right now.
Obviously.
There
The
is no
alternative,
one.
the alternative is Xbox closes anyways in like a year.
Well, that's
They have
like
infinite
that's
money,
the
though.
direction
That's
they're
the funny
going.
thing.
They don't
They
have
don't
any
have
infinite money
infinite
anymore.
money, dude.
That's the problem.
That's
They've been,
the
Funny if
problem.
they wanted it, but
No, they
they
don't.
won't be getting it.
They won't.
Microsoft is
know.
done paying for them.
Yeah,
Right, but,
Microsoft
like,
is trying to split off Xbox and say like we don't want to deal with this anymore.
This
Like,
is 100% why they instituted Asha, why they're doing these layoffs. Like, that's why. So they can be more lucrative to a seller. Be like, hey, do you want the Xbox business? We've cut all the dead weight. You don't have to fuck around with any of that anymore.
Yeah.
This is like 100% the plan.
Yeah.
There's no reason.
We'll see. So maybe by next podcast we will have that information. Probably, unfortunately, we'll have some bad news. What? We'll have closures.
yeah, we'll see. Everything is. I feel like all this is going to be very
you-
slow and up in the air.
No, it's fiscal year. You don't realize how much Microsoft wants them out of their system. Like, they want money.
I mean,
Investors are done paying.
right.
I saved a good piece of news for the last here. Nintendo has raised its employees' base salary by 10%. All employees.
Yep.
Good for them.
I didn't want to finish on just completely bad news. Good for Nintendo. 10% raise is awesome.
Yeah, I think they added 300 workers to their full-time force too, which is not a lot, but better than laying people off.
but-
So
They added and they gave raises, which is really good to hear as we're about to hear the largest layoffs in gaming history this week or early next week. So
yeah, I mean, between the past month, we've had Bungie, right?
it's
We've
been
had
horrible. Yeah, it's been
Arkane,
horrible. It's not
Ninja Theory.
like, look, it's not just Microsoft doing Xbox doing poorly. It's everybody. Don't get me wrong, but this is not a this year problem or last year problem
No,
for
it's been a
Xbox.
compounding
This is-
problem.
yeah, yes.
right? It's
So,
because
but Nintendo, give them credit right there.
well, right, and you could argue that they're in it because, and I would say this for Sony too. They're an entertainment company. Microsoft's not an entertainment company. Microsoft's a technology company.
Yep.
And right now they want to be an AI technology company.
Yeah, thank you AI.
Like everyone.
That's exactly what it is. The pencil pushers saw the $70 billion they spent on Activision Blizzard King. They're like, what the fuck? We could have spent that on AI investments. That's 100% what it is.
I'm sure. That's a lot of money. But all right.
We're going to
That's
talk
gonna
about
work.
GTA.
Oh yeah, GTA.
Oh,
I didn't
yeah,
put it on the
big
news.
news.
Pricing. $79.99, $99.99. Not bad.
Good.
Yeah,
We talked about it last week.
apparently the lower end you're missing out on a lot of in-game
That's
stuff.
what I heard.
3 stores.
Yeah, I
Like-
heard there's a.
Like
Stores, cars, weapons, maybe even a mission.
What did I say? I said they were going to incentivize that $99 version
Oh yeah.
as much as they could.
I mean, I don't care about that shit. I don't care about the cars in
Oh,
those games,
yeah.
but it's pretty scummy. And there is apparently no plan for a physical version so far.
No plans for physical. It's going to be digital only,
I thought
which
they
is
said they were
hilarious.
gonna have discs later
No.
on, huh?
No.
No,
No.
there's
That
no
was-
plans right
that's
now.
That was a rumor that I think so far has been denied basically by them. They're like, there's no
Hmm.
plan
I
yet.
just don't know how
There
you
might
could-
be at some point, but I don't think so.
I just don't know how you could do it anyway with the size of this game. Like,
Yeah.
265 gigs, right? Is it
Well,
265?
you basically give them a disc that they can just say, "Oh, this is a download disc." You get like
it's an install
the
disc.
first
and it's like,
50.
sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You get 50 gigs set up, and then you get download the rest.
And
Um,
somehow
yeah.
they sold out digital pre-orders. I don't understand how that works, but
it's fine. They didn't sell out. They just it's like take a breath kind of thing. It'll be back up.
I guess
You can't like. It's a hype thing. It's a hype thing. And then like
Sure,
people are
no.
selling these things on eBay for
People are
digital pre-orders.
so stupid.
They're nuts.
This game.
Yeah.
And we don't even know what this game really looks like. We've seen trailers.
Yeah, we haven't seen the game.
There's
yet.
no like real gameplay for this. People are like have theories and shit and just blindly buying this like super early.
That's what pre-orders are. That's how it works.
Usually you have gameplay by the time pre-orders go live
I actually
somewhere.
don't think GTA 5 had footage when they opened pre-orders too.
I mean, it's like kind of the pedigree though.
Yeah.
You're buying off a pedigree as well. Like I would pre-order
Yeah.
Borderlands game right now. Borderlands 5, like
Borderlands 5. Fuck if we know when it's coming, but you could pre-order.
$100.
now.
Here you go.
Yeah.
I'll
Here
take
you
that
go,
next
Randy
year,
Pitchford.
Ted.
Take my money.
Wow.
I don't know, man. but
Yeah.
The whole this also sort of leaves a pretty bad taste in my mouth, but whatever. It could have
did
been worse.
crazy,
I suppose.
yeah. I mean,
it could have been
what-
worse.
They had some of the biggest numbers is for like a
It's-
multimedia thing or something.
So the interesting thing
I mean,
is,
there's no.
That's what they're
Yeah.
going for.
this is
Yeah.
hurting physical retailers apparently, where there's no reason for pre-orders now. So all these stores are, one of them being Jim's favorite, GameStop, are saying, yeah, how the fuck are we supposed to sell pre-orders of a game that's digital only? Like, it's just a code in a box. You can just
Yep.
get that online.
I'm
Like,
just gonna go online.
it's
in
more
the
of a
store
hassle to
and
go
you
in the
just get it.
store,
Yeah,
get a
if you want it.
box,
Yeah.
scratch off the code, and enter it on your PlayStation or Xbox or whatever. It's just buy it from the store, you know.
Well, yeah, unless you want like, do they have like a collector's edition that
Yeah,
comes with
there
like a
is.
statue or something?
Yeah, it's like a $200
Probably
version.
will.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
Some
Yeah.
bullshit.
That's the
like
only
that.
reason, I guess. But other than that, no.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, it's just again, it's going to help obviously Take Two, and it's going to help Sony and Microsoft to a degree, but overall industry, no. And
I just,
Okay.
man, I kind of hope this game sucks.
it
And
will.
If it, even
It's
if it
not going
does,
to.
even if it does, there'll be like almost no way to tell because it'll have such hype from so many people.
It's one of
Well-
those games that could be bad 5 years from now because you're like, wait a minute, was that really any good? That's what happened.
No,
if it's
the
bad.
thing is,
If it's bad.
the online mode is going to carry it. So it's
Yeah,
not
the
gonna
online
That's
make
the
people
other
mob
thing.
shit
That's
out
the
of
other
it.
thing. We don't even know if the online mode is included in this because they said this is a single player game and they might do that later for a paid update or some shit. Like there's no indication that GTA Online 6 or whatever exists even yet. So
Yeah.
that's the other little asterisk to this release. They have not said anything about that and say this is a single player game so far. So watch out for that shit too.
Yeah, we'll see.
All right.
Either way, I don't know. I mean, I feel like that's Rockstar's pedigree anyway. Like, I fell to the GTA 4 hype. I remember back in the day, I had zero interest, but all the reviews came out, and it was like
Hands
tens,
everywhere.
9 to 10s across the board. It's like 90 something. I was like, holy shit, really? And I remember like, being like, all right, I'm gonna go down to the mall because it's a mile away, and I'm just gonna stand in line for a half hour and get this game. And I had fun the first
Yeah.
night, but very quickly it was like, oh, that's it. This is the game.
Rinse and
And
repeat.
yeah.
I felt so
I mean-
pissed off at the game media. I was like, this isn't a fucking 10 out of 10 game. What are you talking about?
The problem with these games, and even 5, is the actual gameplay is so clunky and
Yeah.
bad.
Well,
Like
the shooting
shooting
always
and
feels
stuff.
terrible.
Shooting is bad. The driving is, I guess
Whatever,
passable.
yeah.
They vary a lot between each of them. And then all of the side activities that everyone loves so much. Like I'm a big Yakuza fan this time. The side activities there have completely spoiled me to the
Oh,
point where I
100%, yeah.
don't see how I'm gonna be able to
Satisfied,
take
yeah.
like this like super flat bowling or darts that they've done in GTA before. I'm like, this is shit. Those were like full games,
Yeah, I
like
know.
practically in the Yakuza game. So they need to
Step it up.
come with this side act stuff, and it has to be interesting, not just paying into a pyramid scheme like an idiot. Like that was a side activity for with no other rewards other than some snarky cutscenes. You give all your money away to idiots. And I'm like, why would I want to do this in this game?
Yeah.
And
No,
so
I don't know.
I don't know how,
Like-
but people are eating this shit up before they even see any of
Yeah,
it.
I
So.
get, but like I feel that even with Red Dead, like I didn't play Red Dead 1.
I
and
liked
then-
Red Dead 2. Like it's fine, but
I mean,
Still.
I could see why some people like it, right? Like I get, if you're in for the Western simulator kind of thing. But like when I'm playing, I only got it because they gave it away. Like it was cheaper for me to get it because I got the Xbox X. GameStop had a deal or whatever like that. And I was like, sure, I'll play it for a week or two or whatever. And just again, the biggest thing was just like how I have to hold down the loot button and watch this motherfucker go through goddamn animation, checking the pockets and shit. I'm like, I just killed like 30 of these dudes. I'm not looting this shit. Like, get the fuck out of here.
Accidentally like aiming a gun at someone when trying to like just talk to them, and that like was a normal thing in that game. It was also pretty clunky, and that was a recent game that a lot of people will still swear up and down is the greatest game of all time.
Yep.
Like, okay, I mean it's a nice open world, I guess, a little more interesting than the previous ones.
Open world is cool, and the graphics were nice. I like that, but like, when it comes out of it's just not for me. Like, I'm just like,
not for me. No, that's the
clunky
problem.
as
It's
fuck.
like honestly, like I'll sit here and tell you guys, like honestly, like the thought has crossed my mind. Do I want to play this game?
Fuck
But
you,
I'm not
Jim.
ultimately like.
Fuck
Tony,
you.
But Tony, you
Shut
just said it.
up.
Tony, you just said it. It's not for me. Like it's just not for me. It's just not.
You're gonna get this game, Jim.
I know it.
I'm
I
not
know
getting
you're gonna get it too. The sad thing is,
I'm not getting this game.
The sad thing
Yeah,
is,
this-
I'm even thinking of it because like I was booting up my PlayStation 5 the other day.
One of us has to. I might.
And I visited.
Still may-
I opened up the PlayStation Network and I realized I still had like $50 credit there, and I was like, oh, well, I guess I could get GTA for another $30, and I'm like,
Yeah, I know.
we'll see.
I just-
no. We'll see.
There's other games I'd like to play besides it, so it's like I don't know.
I'm gonna be very busy by the time it comes out.
The only hype is the hype. Is it the FOMO? I don't know. It's just like
Right. I get that because like
it's the
A little
as-
bit,
it's-
absolutely.
as an enthusiast, I do
thing.
want to play
generational game.
I do want to play
Yeah.
the most expensive game ever, right? Just like I had to play Shenmue back in the day. Like you have to
figure
play
it
the
out.
most
Yeah.
expensive game ever. Like it's cost $1 billion in R&D. Like I gotta at least try it.
Well, that's it, and it's like it's a cultural event. It's a cultural event.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like
Well, it did generate $3 billion in revenue with pre-orders, which is ridiculous.
they've already paid for the game. Yeah.
Corey, you're interested in trying this at all?
Yeah, I mean, why not?
I mean, again,
Why
it's
not?
so funny because we're like, oh, this sucks. We don't want it, and we're like, we probably are gonna play. Everyone was.
I mean,
We
obviously,
shall see.
I'll just be going
Not
back
for
to
100.
Borderlands, but
Not doing that one. Not doing that
No,
one.
I
Not falling.
if I
for
did,
that.
I'd do the regular. Yeah, I do the regular. I wouldn't need the stores of cars enough. I wouldn't play it enough. You know what I mean? The problem is the digital version of it. Like, if it was physical,
only
I
version
might
of it?
get it. Yeah, because if it was physical, I might
Then
get
you
it.
flip
Because
it.
if I didn't, if I played it, I was like,
You could
whatever,
always
I'd flip it
recoup
and just
some of the money.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, that makes the pill harder
So.
to swallow.
maybe when it comes to PC.
Yeah, in a year
in
or
like
two.
4 years.
Yeah, my friend might. I think my friend's definitely getting it, so maybe I'll just play his copy or go over.
There you go.
There you
play
go.
it. So yeah, we'll see. But
That's
like,
true.
I at least have to play it, right? Because it's like, damn, this is $1 billion
That's the
game.
thing.
Like that's insane.
I gotta play a $1 billion game.
Because
I gotta
you know,
see it.
to your point, that like you said,
point.
like again, like I kind of respected what GTA has done, right, to a degree, where it's like, oh, the side game stuff. But like you said, like Yakuza mini games are just on a whole other level, where it's like,
They're like their own games.
yeah,
almost.
they literally could be their own game, right? And now
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, well, it's been what, a decade and a half since GTA
They
base
really
GTA 5
gotta
came out.
step up their
Right.
game.
So I'm curious. Like I am very curious if they actually have stepped up their game, or it's just been a graphical world density kind of
Yeah.
thing. And I'm just like, like that'd be boring to me, but we'll see.
All right. Well, that's gonna wrap it up for this Gamecast, folks. Thanks for tuning in once again. Live Twitch Tuesday nights 8 Eastern. If you can't join us live, though, over on YouTube's got all the content. Be sure to subscribe. That helps us out. We will see you guys, unfortunately, next week with the bloody Monday or next whatever. We'll see what Microsoft does. We'll see you. We're out.
The bloody fourth.